Hi, I'm Edd Staton from CuencaHighLife. Today I'm talking to Juan and David. They're the owners of CuencaCarShare. I know these guys. We've taken a cruise together. But most importantly, I rented a car from them for a trip to the beach. I got to tell you, the car performed flawlessly, and amazingly, the GPS got us straight through Guayaquil without a hitch. Knowing that we were using a reliable vehicle added so much peace of mind to our vacation. Let's go inside and chat for a bit. Okay, Juan, we'll start with you. Tell our viewers exactly how CuencaCarShare started.
It was actually a fluke. We were coming back from a really horrible van ride from Vilcabamba.
I may have been on there with you.
You probably were.
I think you were.
It was hot. It was like sardine cans with like 12 or 13 people. And when we got back to Cuenca, we thought there's got to be a better way to explore Ecuador. So David and I put our heads together and came up with the concept of CuencaCarShare, where we purchased our first vehicle, and we wanted to defray the cost. So we started with the idea, why don't we just share our cars with other people, whether it's expats or Ecuadorians. And unbelievably, within the first month, the demand was so high, one car wasn't enough for the demand, so we purchased our second car. And within a few months or a few weeks after that, we started getting investors contacting us saying they loved our concept and they wanted to purchase vehicles to put it in our fleet. And that's how it all started.
That's absolutely terrific. So, David, what are the advantages of renting a car from you guys as opposed to, say, taking the bus or hiring a private driver?
Well, the biggest advantage, and I think we've all been on the buses, and a lot of times they're hot and they're overcrowded, and we actually had a friend fly out one of the doors of a bus one time too. So there's definitely a better way to explore than buses. What we did with our pricing, we tried to keep our pricing in line with if you were to hire a private driver for 5 or 6 hours.
Right.
So this way, though, you can stop when you want to stop. You're exploring at your own pace on your own time.
That's great. How do your prices compare to the big international companies, the Hertzes and the Avises of this world?
So we are about half of what the big boys are.
Wow.
Also, the big boys like to do a little bait and switch, and they throw in a $5,000 security deposit. They also will charge them
Extra for insurance.
Yeah.
They didn't know about. They thought the insurance was included in the price.
Right.
Those are a lot of complaints that we have gotten from our clients.
So you guys kind of keep it simple, and what you see is what you get.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of
hidden
paperwork,
yeah.
No hidden costs. You come here, within 5 minutes you're out the door with a car.
Right. So for our viewers that don't live in Ecuador, are people taking their lives in their hands by driving a vehicle in this country?
Well, I think just like any city in any part of the world, you have your drivers that are not the best drivers. Driving here can be challenging. However, once you get out of the city of Cuenca, there are so many beautiful places that you can visit that are within a 35-minute drive. You have the Cajas National Park, which is...
And virtually no traffic.
And virtually no traffic.
Cuenca.
The roads are phenomenal in Ecuador in the last 10 years. You can go to Yanguilla Valley, head towards these beautiful waterfalls in the city of Girón. But again, in terms of the driving, there are roundabouts here, and it's a different culture. But all in all, once you leave the metropolitan city of Cuenca, or say Guayaquil or Quito, it's smooth sailing. The roads are fantastic.
And I can add to that. My wife and I travel back and forth to the New York area because our daughter and family live in New Jersey. And coming out of any of the 3 airports, JFK, LaGuardia, or Newark, and we're bouncing along these roads in the New York area, and we're thinking, my God, the roads in Ecuador, who knew, are so much better.
Yeah.
They're incredibly better, and people would not, they would think just the opposite. And driving along the Pan American Highway from here to
Incapirca
is just, I mean, it's like one landscape photo painting after another almost, you know. It's just incredibly beautiful. We living in the city here, sometimes we forget that 30 minutes away it's just such a different world and so incredibly beautiful.
Which is so nice with our cars. You're able to stop and get
that's what I was about to say. You get to stop at your own leisure and your own pace and really take that phenomenal shot, that picture that you can't do if you're on a bus.
Yeah, you're quite right about that. For people outside of Ecuador that are coming here, are you guys open to them contacting you in advance of their arrival to sort of help them put together an itinerary to make the best use of their CuencaCarShare vehicle?
Absolutely. We get a lot of that from our clients, and when David is entering their destinations on the GPS, I will take a regular map out and suggest other places that they can go on the way. We encourage a lot of people to go to places that we've been in Ecuador and really love, and we want them to experience the same type of areas and places that are so spectacularly beautiful.
And we can also help them plan the trip.
Plan the trip.
From Cuenca Airport all the way up to the Baños if that's what they want.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to speak with me today. You both are solid dudes, and everybody at CuencaHighLife wishes you all both the very best.